welcome back to Watch Wayfarer. Today we are diving into the details of a watch that has caught the eye of many enthusiasts. Let's talk about the crown on this watch. You have an unsigned crown which is usual for the Seiko lineup, and you have enough knurling to operate the crown. And the crown has three positions. Position A is the default position where it is closed in, and position B is the date setting position, and position C is the time setting position. When you're on the date setting position, which is the position B, you can change the date by rotating it clockwise, and you can change the day by rotating it anti-clockwise. And when you pull it out to position C, the watch doesn't stop its second hand, so there is no hacking mechanism as seen in the 7S26 movement, and you can change the hour and minutes hand, so that you can do, but it doesn't hack. And after you are done changing all these things, please make sure to push the crown into its default position A so that it doesn't expose its stem and it doesn't hit anywhere, and you don't knock about the stem while wearing this watch. And if you knock it out, and it would damage, and you need to replace the stem, so be sure of that. And one more thing is, pushing it all the way in will help you to prevent any water getting into your watch. And as this is a dress watch, it doesn't have that kind of a diver watch feature where it has a screw down crown and stuff, so you don't have any screw down mechanism for the crown, so you need to make sure that you push the crown all the way. As I would have explained earlier, this is a 7S26 movement, and it is not a watch that has, or it is not a watch that you have a manual winding. And if you have to power up this watch for the first time, if you have not worn it for a long number of days, we would usually do something called as the Seiko shake, and you just jiggle the watch about until you give it some power for it to start its mechanism. And after that, when it's on your wrist, it will automatically continue to keep the power on this watch, and it will continue to function normally. And you can expect the power reserve to be in the same range as it is for all the watches having 7S26 movement, and the accuracy would be around minus to plus 15, so it is within the range what this 7S26 movement is supposed to have. Let's talk about the crystal. The Seiko 5 range at this price point usually offers a hardlex crystal, and it's not an acrylic crystal, and it's not a sapphire crystal. It's a mineral glass crystal, which is their own proprietary version of a mineral glass crystal, and it does take a beating before it gets scratched up, and it's not as scratch resistant as a sapphire crystal. And as I had mentioned for the strap for this watch, as the Chinese counterparts for their watches, they are offering as a sapphire glass crystal, and it's pretty annoying sometimes that the Seiko lineup is not able to offer a very basic sapphire crystal, or even something which is coated to prevent any scratches. It's about time that Seiko rolls up its sleeves and provides us a nice sapphire glass with a nice AR coating, as you would see in any of the Chinese watches these days. And they can do it, as you can see lots of micro brands offering a sapphire glass these days, and it is mandatory considering or other micro brands have upped their game in this section, and it would give us a lot of relief wearing these kind of watches on a daily basis. Let's talk about the bracelet. The bracelet here that they have given is pretty much the same thing that you would see for any of the Seiko lineup in this affordable price range, and it is folded link bracelet, and it is not a solid link for each one of those, and they made it quite close to make sure that it seems like a solid link bracelet, but it is, as you can see if you watch closely, you can see the folded links. And yes, it is a hair puller, and it does make a lot of noise when you move it, and you can feel that it is a bit cheap. And it's about time that Seiko upgrades its watches on the affordable price range to provide a solid link bracelet, since all the micro brands these days are able to provide a nice clasp and a nice bracelet for price point which is at around $40-50 and it's about time that Seiko also offers that. And yes, they have started to do that with the latest Seiko lineup, but it's around in the range of around $300 or $350. So this watch, it used to retail for $80, and now it is like 110 to 150 in the online store. So nevertheless, it'll be great if they could offer a nice bracelet to go with these kind of watches, rather than us changing the straps to a better one, or getting a bracelet from AliExpress or from any third-party vendors and changing it. Hope they do make the changes in the near future and bring the prices down for the ones that they are offering at around 350 or $300. Let's talk about the clasp. The clasp is okayish. It has a nice stamping, the Seiko 5 stamping on it, and it has 3 points of extension on it on one side, and 1 point of locking point on the other side. So you can change the position to 3 points. That's it. It is a butterfly clasp. You have a push button release, and it's pretty much about it. It's nothing to write home about, and it's the default that you would get in this Seiko 5 lineup, but it does the work. But don't expect anything that you would want to see from a diverse extension or any kind of the watch. Of course, this is not a diverse watch. Still, it does not have any extension that you would want on a watch. One of the standard features of this Seiko SNK35 is its incredible value for money. Priced around $100 to $150, it offers a level of quality and craftsmanship that it's hard to beat in this price range. It's a great entry point for those new to automatic watches, and is a solid addition to any watch collection. Thanks for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more watch reviews and horology content. See you in the next video. Until then, keep on ticking.